If you watch our vlogs channel, you will know that David and Ryan pulled off a stunt at which they pulled up to my house and gave me this Thermaltake V3 case. And, well, here we are now. I'm going to review. So welcome to Flerovium Gaming, where I will be reviewing the Thermaltake V3 with the window. Yeah. Alright, so to begin with this review, I want to talk about the body structure of the Thermaltake V3. Now, it is a nice budget case. Now, keep this in mind, budgets, because there are going to be a lot of features of this case that are budgets. For example, like I said, the body, it's made of a very thin aluminum. So, like, if you look closely to here, I've bent the side panel a couple times. It's easy to bend back, but just keep that in mind. Be careful with it. It is very bendable. Other than that, you get your nice Thermaltake mesh in the front, and you get, I believe, 5 120 millimeter fan mounts. If you include the 2 top, 1 in the back, 1 in the front, 1 on the bottom. This does support ATX power supply. This has around 7 expansion slots. So this is ATX and micro ATX. So keep that in mind. One thing I want to say about this case is that there is no cable management. Like, for budget case, kind of get that coming. As you can tell, there are no spaces where you can hide behind your cables and such, but like you can always like try to route them. I've had no luck with that, but this isn't really a showy case. It's a budget case. Inside, you'll have 4 5¼ inch bay drives for DVD, Blu-ray, fan controllers and such, and you will have 1 3.5 inch bay drive for like a card reader or a floppy disk. In my case, the floppy disk. Front I/O, you also have 2 USB 2.0s and a audio and a headphone jack. Remember, 2.0, 2.0. There is no USB 3.0. All right, keep that in mind. You will have around 4 or 5 hard disk drive bays, so 3.5 inch drives. However, just watch out because there is 1 SSD slot right down here. But then again, if you're gonna have an SSD, that will compromise your hard disk drives. What else can I say? It's a pretty nice case. I mean, for a budget case, it could be worse. Side panel is actually pretty cool because you have a fan mount, so technically you do have 6 fan mounts, and you have a nice little window. It's tiny, but you can still see like some of your components. So if you have like blue LEDs inside here, it will look pretty cool. I guarantee that. I mean, I enjoyed the tiny window. It's not too exposing. You won't see all this messy cable management, but you'll be able to see like your heatsink or like anything on your motherboard. One thing I did notice about this case is if you look in the back, you'll be able to see that there are 2 loops for liquid cooling. So there is potential to put on a radiator on here. Potential. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying that if you really do, there's potential. Some complaints of mine is with the expansion slots. A, they're flimsy. That goes back to the body composite. Please excuse me, that was a big brain fart. But there's this piece of metal that hides these expansion slots, which I find to be very useless. I mean, the least they could have done was at least give us toolless thumb screws instead of having this clunk of useless metal. I mean, it's just one thing to take off. So like you have to take this off, and then you can tamper in with your expansion slots. What else do I have to say about this case? It's very lightweight. That goes back to the body. Oh, another thing. One thing I did find was with the motherboard, depending on your heatsink size and how much your DIMM slots and all that jazz, it could tamper in with these two slots, or these two fan slots. Yeah, fan slots, not. But because with my case, David might show you this later, but like my heatsink is really up here. So if I were to put down two 120 millimeter fans, it would not work. It would get in the way of the heatsink, and it would be hard for me because I have giant hands. Also, again, cable management, be sure CPU wires, I've had the hardest time getting in with, but other than that, great budget case. Remember that, budget. We were able to get this around $34 on Micro Center. I believe if you look on Newegg, you can find it for about $45. That is if it's not on sale or excluding rebate. Hopefully David will put a link in the description down below. But yeah, budget case. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you think we need to improve on stuff. Or give thumbs up if we do need to improve on stuff. Just leave a comment if we need to improve on something, please. Please. We love your comments, except for hate comments. Hate comments are just stupid. I mean, like, why? Please check out other channels. Super Heavy Garage, my bad. And then there's also the Vlogs channel. You can follow David and Ryan on that, and check out our social media as well. Thank you so much.